It's mayhem across Maharashtra as the IMD issued red alerts for many districts, and in fact Mumbai on orange alert this morning. The red alert continues for Thane, Ratnagiri, Palghar, Nashik and a few other cities. As many as 20 districts in and around Maharashtra, which are in multiple phases of alerts from yellow to orange to red, Mumbai being on orange alert today. The maximum city, Mumbai, has been battered by rains for days now, throwing normal life out of gear. Continuous rain has brought the city to its knees, and the images on your screen are harrowing to describe really subtly. The Met Department has warned that the next 48 hours could be even worse. And amid all this, Mumbai's public transport system, the lifeline of the city that many call, has been hit the hardest with nightmarish experiences for Mumbai cars. 14 long-distance trains have been cancelled, 16 trains rescheduled and 6 trains short-terminated. In addition, 2 trains are being operated on diverted routes. We have a Mumbai car, Dr Srinath Sridharan, a regular on News 9, policy researcher and corporate advisor, joining us this morning. Srinath, as a resident of Mumbai, as a citizen of India, we know there's nothing much we can do about the rains, but there's something we can do about our infrastructure. And I promise you we will have this discussion at some point, and I think today is an opportune day to have that conversation. What can the government do? What should the government do?
Yeah, I think, morning, Kartik. The first one is we must be very thankful to all our essential services workers who are still continuing to stay wet and in the rain and give us all the livelihood and life support that we need. The city is still functioning. I mean, I think that's the resilience of Mumbai. But let's keep the emotions aside for a minute. And every year it has become almost sickening as a citizen to hear, I would say, politicians keep blaming the nature's fury for sending rains and all of that. I think let's stop pretending that we are an island city. Yes, the city administrators are doing their job, but let's also not forget this is one of the richest municipality in the world. There are
Right.
enough funds available, and every year to say, "Oh, we will fix it next year." Rains came in; it's becoming only sickening. So let me give you an analogy. It is almost like going to a bank and the bank teller saying she's tired because she counted 10 bundles of currencies that day and wrote all the accounts in the computer software. I mean, that's a job. So very similarly, civic administrators are supposed to do their job. And the problem is they wake up very late. It is not unusual. It is actually common to see a lot of monsoon repairs starting only in April or May every year. And we know that come first week of June or second week of June, Mumbai is going to start having monsoon hitting it. And again, the other one is there seems to be no SOP of sort. Monday was supposedly very, very heavy rain. The school started. And in the midday, the BMC declares schools being shut. And this is a city where, I mean, while we take pride as maximum city, double income families, and when I say double income, these need not be only wealthy, even the bottomest of socioeconomic category, both the husband and wife work. Where do they run to go and pick up the school? So I think a city like Mumbai and a corporation like BMC not having SOPs and protocol is sickening. But let's not blame only the government for a minute. I mean, look at the civic apathy, right? Um, when you look, I mean, on the screen, you're showing the railway tracks and people walking in. Do you know how much of microplastics and plastics, the chips packets and the water bottles thrown on the railway tracks? I mean, these are
Yeah.
the things which actually go and kind of block all those drainages end of the day. I
Right.
think that's an advice. And two, yesterday the city had issued an advisory asking people to stay home and, if possible, work from home.
Yeah.
And guess what? There were enough cars on the road. I mean, it's like sickening. Why do you have to show you bravado to get out when you could, at least the white collar jobs can work from home? The others, I understand. So I think Mumbaikars, in a sense, should stop pretending as if they are paying guests in their own city.
Right.
You
I
have
know.
to take accountability for your locality.
I hear you, Srinath, but at some point, the perception also now seems to be that this has become such a regular phenomena that Mumbai cars, and you spoke about their resilience. Well, I don't think they have much of a choice rather than being resilient, but the fact of the matter is that perhaps this has become a regular monsoon season in Mumbai, which repeats itself, and the pattern repeats itself year after year at some point. Do you think citizens need to launch a crusade and say, hey, I want my money back. I did not pay my taxes to get this sort of infrastructure from the city. Is there some citizen action that can be taken to put pressure on the government?
I mean, the answer theoretically, Kartik, is yes. And I'm using the word theoretical because how many Mumbaikars actually even know the name of the corporation municipal ward they stay in? And I will challenge that probably not more than 1 or 2 out of 10 would even know. And that too, I'm being generous with that statistics. So I think people have to be aware of their locality starting there. And nobody really wants to go take up cudgels and everybody wants to be a Twitter commentator, right? And this is exactly what I think also the political and the policy system also uses. Um, if you did not get for a change as a media house, you did not get all the Twitter feeds and sound bites from the various politicians who are actually saying that they're saving the city and so on and so forth. Where were they a month ago when they could have done a lot of these proactive
True.
measures?
True.
And I think that is the point. And the city also today, for example, the rains have kind of abated for a minute for some time in Mumbai since morning.
Yeah.
And guess what? The city is all out. Everybody is back to work, and this is forgotten. We take great, I think, unashamed pride in saying, "Oh, we had that huge deluge in 2005, and I was stuck in that water." All of that. But guess what? This is exactly since we don't ask, we won't get. And this
Yeah.
is also a message to the larger political and the civic administrators. You can build all the new swanky infrastructure, but if you don't retrofit the old existing infrastructure in the city, and Mumbai is a coastal city, Mumbai is made up of 7 islands. So we cannot just start building sky rises without ensuring the safety net of what nature has given is maintained. And I think that there we are not doing it. I shudder to think for all these decades that I've lived here, I think we are becoming far blase corruption city, and we're forgetting that the roots, that the common man makes the city run.